Good morning. Together with me and my groupmates, we would like to discuss our research entitled CO2 emissions from urban wildfires and how to prevent them from happening.
Go.
Urban wildfires are a disaster. They are catastrophic, devastating, and harmful to the families affected. So now, we would like to talk about how urban wildfires start and how to prevent them from happening. All of that starts by listening to our research entitled CO2 emissions from urban wildfires and how to prevent them from happening. With our thesis statement, which says that urban households are slowly becoming more susceptible to wildfires, it is clear to see the effects that it has taken on our society. This is due to the fact that there are many houses and communities which are built on the primary base of plywood, which, although it is cheap, it is not fireproof. Let us take in the fact that households with these kinds of materials are from communities of informal settlers. They present a risk because of how they manage their households. Faulty jumper wires, faulty gas stoves, and the most important, left-out candles. And I would also like to state the fact that this research discusses on how synthesized phosphorus nitrogen-based fire retardants are modified by chicken eggshells and which will help in preventing urban wildfires. So the effects and disturbances will be discussed in the following slides.
First, let's start our main point in residential fire incidents and wildfire. A residential fire is a fire involving the structural components of residential buildings. Wildfire risk is the chance a wildfire will start in or reach in particular area and the potential loss of human bodies if it does. Risk is dependent on variable factors such as human activities, weather patterns, availability of wildfire fuels, and the availability or lack of resources to suppress a fire. Wildfires have continually been a threat of human populations. However, human-induced geographical and climatic changes are exposing populations more frequently to wildfires and increasing wildfire risk. It is speculated and the increase in wildfires arises from a century of wildfire suppression coupled with the rapid expressions of fire of human developments into the from wildlands. Wildfires are naturally occurring events that, and in promoting forest health, global warming and climate changes are causing an increase in temperature and more droughts nationwide, which contributes to an increase in wildfire risk. The researchers came up with a solution by utilizing the application of plywood and fire retardants.
With regards to the effects of wildfires are known to last longer over the past 40 years. This can result to larger fires and more casualties. According to Jason Funk, areas where wildfires take place are usually areas that have become hotter and drier and where spring has come to pass. Drier conditions and higher temperature are more likely to increase the longevity and severity of a wildfire. During 2015, 10 million acres have been burned down by wildfires all throughout the world, half of which is in Alaska alone. It was the highest annual acreage burned since recording began in 1960s. Wildfires can also cause damage to the benefits humans get from the environment. These benefits include items such as provisions of food, water, and fiber, the regulation of floods. It can also cause drought, land degradation, and may even bring diseases. Not only that, wildfires can also cause serious damage to certain locals and isolated communities. It may bring serious impact on their agriculture and may even cause casualties.
The researchers came up with a solution using phosphorus nitrogen fire retardant that consolidates chicken eggshell waste as a novel eco-friendly biofiller. Fire retardants were used to lessen or prevent from flammability of material. It commonly added to surfaces, finishes, textile, and plastics. There are many types of fire retardant like brominated fire retardant, chlorinated fire retardant, phosphate-based fire retardant, nitrogen phosphorus-based fire retardant, and other inorganic fire retardant. Most of the mentioned fire retardants possess different kinds of health hazards, not only for animals but also for human beings. However, phosphorus nitrogen-based fire retardant has the lowest toxicity levels compared to all types of all fire retardants. Fire retardants based with these elements are environmentally friendly since it does not only add new elements which are already present in the polymers. Furthermore, chicken eggshells as added biofillers in the cell's fire retardant helps in slowing the process of combustion. Chicken eggshells is made of calcium carbonate crystals that cover 17,000 tiny pores which make air and moisture can pass through. Calcium carbonate does not combust, though it undergoes thermal decomposition but will produce enough calcium carbonate which help fragments remain in shape. Chicken eggshells waste is effective in uniform foaming structure, adhesion, strength, and in water repellency. Its waste as convenient biofillers can be achievable. Chicken eggshells waste is mechanically by item and its positive and negative uses depends on the way of transfer of the chicken eggshell.